This is an exciting day, and I'm sure the parents, friends, and relatives are excited as well. Our theme today is continuing the dream. It's been a long journey of 4 years, and let me thank the parents and friends and relatives for your support, because I know at times you stood in for parents who could not be there. So we want to thank you and just want to remind you to make sure you come back. Even though your child is leaving, make sure you come back and continue to support us.
I am Coach Stacy Bailey at Callaway High School. My assistant is here as well, Coach Anson Ross. This morning I have two wonderful young ladies who are going to sign their letter of intent, Miss Katora Blackman as well as Miss Tierra Roberts. When these two young ladies came to Callaway, they came the season after we lost 8 seniors. So they came in our rebuilding stage. Their freshman year, they won 3 games. They could have easily quit, left. They decided to stick it out. Their sophomore year, they finished the season 500. They made a trip to the Coliseum and lost in the 5A semifinals. And their senior year, they lost in the 6A final game. Not only are they great athletes, they're great students as well. Tierra has a 25 on the ACT. And Tora will graduate with honors in the top 5% of her class. And it's only fitting that they came in together and they continued their college careers together at Pearl River Community College.
I have 2 young men here, Marcus Somerville and Jabbar Thiepen is on the left. And these 2 young men exemplify everything that Callaway basketball is all about. They were great leaders for me. They were guys that always worked hard and didn't get a whole lot of credit for it. One thing I can always say about them, they will be successful young men more than basketball players, because they understand the way that you're supposed to act, be respectful. They are both taught very well by great parents, and both of them are graduated from high school, which I think is a great thing. And they both got full ride scholarships to go to. Marcus is going to Northeast Mississippi, and Jabbar is going to Pearl River Junior College. And if it's one thing I can say about these guys is I know I'm not worried about them on the next level, because I know they have what it takes to be successful as young men, which is what we shoot for anyway, because basketball is just a tool to get you to a certain place. And I just want to thank them for their leadership, their abilities. And when they were younger, they were great followers. They made our team that much better. When we had guys like Malik and Wesley Harris, but we had these guys coming in practice as youngsters, coming in, giving everything they have and accepting a role. And I think in this day and time, it's not popular to not be the guy that's scoring all the points. But they accepted their role on the team, they played it well, and they've been rewarded greatly for it today by signing these scholarships.
Well, today is a special day for one of my special kids, one of my special players, Mr. Jordan Bowden. I got a kid here that truly gets it. And when I say gets it, in all walks of life, not just from an educational standpoint, but athletic standpoint, just in life in general. Having him out on the baseball field has just been something miraculous. Jordan is truly have been a leader for the last 2 years. He's been team captain, most outstanding player, max prep player of the game multiple times. From a standpoint of being a left-hand pitcher here in Mississippi is really hard to find. You don't find a lot of strong left-handed pitchers on this caliber. Jordan is ranked probably in the top 5 pitchers in Mississippi. From an athletic standpoint, it's just nothing greater. I mean, this kid has really done it all. Anywhere I need him out on the field, he's been there. Need you in left field, need you in center field, need you in right field. I know there's never a problem for him. He can hold it down on any position out on the field. True first baseman. Never seen any talents like that. Definitely on the mound, he commands. He gets all this respect wherever we go. It's amazing how everybody just stop and just pause just to get a glimpse of him, because they know he's coming. From an educational standpoint, number 12 out of 210 at Callaway, National Honor Society, 3.2 GPA. Jordan has been offered, Arkansas Pine Bluff actually offered him an educational scholarship, Mississippi Delta State baseball, and his choice today has been Colin College.
I am Lakia Westerfield, and I had the pleasure of being the head coach at Forest Hill High School. And I have the even greater pleasure of coaching these 2 young ladies, Tierra Wilson. I've only been at Forest Hill for 2 years, but in those 2 years, I really have just been impressed with her, not only as an athlete, but as a student and as a person. She's just a good kid. She's going to Holmes Community College, and as the other students before, I am confident that she will do well there. Tierra is the bulk of, both of them are the bulk of my rebounding, the bulk of my scoring, the bulk of my leadership, dependable. They gonna be there. If we got practice, they there. We got shoot around, they're there. And they set the bar pretty high. I always could depend on them to go hard. You know, we didn't finish the way we wanted to finish, but I think they grew as people, and I also think they grew as players. So that, of course, is the most important thing to me. Iana Sims, same thing, great kid, great athlete, dependable, reliable. I'm gonna miss that body in the post, but she is going to Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Academics, they both gotten it done in the classroom, honor students, honor society, and I just think they have what it takes to make it in life, and of course that's what we're here for. I tell them all the time, it's bigger than basketball for me, and it is, you know, more than producing good athletes, I want to produce good people, and I think that they have fulfilled that task. So, Iana Sims and Tierra Wilson, ladies and gentlemen.
I just got a few things to say about Melissa. When she came to me during the summer of last year, I didn't expect her to be the player that I knew she could be. So we bumped heads a lot. We did that. So she got to the point to understand Coach Banks is not letting up. So I need to do what I need to do. And that's what she proved the second half of the season, that this is my team, I adjusted well, and we're going to do what we need to do to win. And I can have to give most of the credit to her because I had a lot of young ladies, the 10th, 11th grade, and she was the only senior, so she took most of the heat. So she know, hey, we got to get everybody in line, get them on one page. So she did that. Also, she had a 20 on the ACT, GPA of 3.4. She received Scholar Athlete of the Game at the Coliseum. She also was Player of the Game at the Osmond Jordan Showcase, and she's the winner of the Ronnie Henderson Foundation for the Scholarship Award. She also signed with Mississippi College.
My name is Coach Erica Stringfellow-Smith, and I bring you greetings from the Provine High School. Today we're here to see Alexis sign her paper, and Alexis exemplifies what it does mean to be a Lady Ram on and off the court. This is a special group of seniors that I had this year because they came in with me. And so I saw her go from 9, 10, 11, and 12, and I was able to coach her all those years. Alexis is one of those players that's going to beat me to the gym. She's going to be first at practice, and she's going to be the last one to leave. She's still a little shy. She was kind of shy and quiet, but I saw her kind of blossom this year, especially when she ran for Miss Provine. And also to run for Miss Provine, you have to be academically sound in the classroom, as well as have good character and to carry yourself like a young lady. And I really do feel that she does that. And just like all the other coaches before me said that their players are good kids as well as good basketball players. The whole time I've had her, I've never really just seen her just get mad and have an attitude, but she works hard and she's about her business. She's there to play basketball. When it's time to play basketball, she's doing it. And when it's time to be a leader, she does that. It meant a lot for me to be able to teach her and to see her grow. And she's made a decision to go to Pearl River Community College.
My name is Otis Gaines. I'm the head boys basketball coach at Provine High School. Considering everything that's going on in the world, to have young men and young women come up here, sign their names on a future of education, that's something to really be proud of. And with these guys right here, they came in 4 years ago, and I don't have nothing but positive things to say about them. They exemplified leadership, strength, and understanding of what's going on in the community. No matter what challenges they was faced with in their life, they faced them head on, they took them, and they didn't back down from anything, whether that was on the court or off the court. Today I have 3 young men from Ram City. Mr. Eddie Galloway, he was homecoming king. He's a spokesperson for the Hart Foundation. Everybody that knows of him knows of his story.
EJ came to us almost 3 years ago. He had a major heart event on the basketball court in the summertime when he was playing a practice game, and his amazing coach and another parent in the stands were able to do CPR on EJ, and if I recall correctly, it was for 19 minutes before EMS got there, and because of that CPR, they saved EJ's life. At one of our events that year, we were able to honor his coach as well as that parent, And then we got to know EJ, and we got to know Ollie, his mom, and they have become our rock star volunteers because they are willing to reach out, share their story. Now, one of the things we've been able to actually pass statewide is that as a requirement for high school graduation in Mississippi, now all of our students are trained in CPR, and that happened because of EJ.
Also with EJ, he's one of those kids, whenever the doors was open, he was there, and he was always texting me, "Coach, what I need to do to get better?" I said, "Man, you text me again, we gonna have some problems." It don't matter what time of night, he was gonna text and ask me that same question every other day. This year, this was the first time he got on the honor roll, but he did it 3 times in a row. So I guess he was saving his best for last. Next, I have Mr. Andre, too, who's in the middle of the 2 individuals. Reminds me a lot of myself. All the passion that he has for the game of basketball, and he brings it every time on the court. But he definitely brought it as far as in his physical play and his attitude on the court. He's one of the ones that worked hard, and no matter what I told him to do, he did it to a T. He was first in every line drill, first through the door, last to leave the door. He does a great job in the classroom. I'm very proud of him. He will be attending Jones Community College. Mr. Eddie Galloway will be going to Gulf Coast Community College. And then last but not least, we had Mr. Enriquez Milton. Came in 4 years ago, man. We had our ups and our downs, but one thing I can say as a coach, if you're in this profession, if they come in perfect, you got a problem. And he came in and we molded and shaped him. I'm very proud of where he's come and where he's going in his life. Education-wise, he picked it up in his book this last go-round. He continues to amaze me. And when he first came in, his knowledge of the game was really, really good, really great. It's one of those things that I haven't seen in a young man, but I'm glad that he chose to go down to Jones Community College and take his talents down there with another good friend of mine. He actually played with me and Mr. Dave Sanders at Callaway in the summer times, and we were really close, and I know he's going to get continued tutelage down there, and these 3 young men right here will be signing their letters of intent.
The 2 players that did not make it are Lanier High School basketball player Jimmy Morton. Jimmy Morton will be signing with Mississippi Delta in basketball. And Mara High School soccer, Alondria Smith will be signing with Meridian Community College. As you can see, our student athletes are not only just good ball players, they're outstanding individuals and students. A lot of the times when people see student athletes signing with community colleges, they immediately think that academically they didn't make the mark. But as you can see, that's not the case. Again, continuing the dream, these student athletes are taking advantage of an opportunity to play the sport they love at the next level. My son, Trey Johnson, he was a qualifier coming out of Morrow High School, chose to go to a junior college because the coach told him, "We're going to let you shoot the ball." And he went to a community college and was fortunate enough to make it to the NBA, where he had 3 years. To all the student athletes who signed here today, continue to dream. Make sure you continue to strive as well in the classroom. But continue to dream, continue to work hard, continue to listen to your coaches and your parents as well.